School outfitters created ideas for adapting hallways and common areas based on CDC guidelines and observations from countries where students have already returned. Let's see our suggestions through a couple examples. Here's an entryway that promotes impromptu conversations. And here is an adaptation to promote social distancing. Your pass-through spaces might be furnished or unfurnished. Here are some ideas for both types of spaces. Consider creating one-way lanes to regulate traffic. This can be done with partitions, stanchions, and signage. Consider releasing students from class one at a time in 3-second intervals. You might want to facilitate class rotation by creating an exchange where you let one student into the room and then another student out of the room, and so on. If you do furnish these areas, consider removing excess furniture. Also, consider vinyl soft seating that wipes down easily. Consider using this space as a holding area for class rotation or as an additional classroom space. Another idea to limit traffic is to have teachers move from room to room and not the students. If this is the case, let the students stand and stretch out between classes. Lastly, custodians could wipe down railings and other common touch points between classes. Here is a student center that is set up for informal gatherings. And here's an adaptation to promote individual use or safer socializing. Consider ways to remove furniture and spread out seating. Think about policies that limit the number of students who can gather in this area at one time. Also, consider rules about wearing masks and maintaining safe distances when in this shared space. Acrylic guards on tabletops offer an added layer of safety. Also, consider a rule about zigzag seating when students share a table. Partitions can divide sections and add a solid buffer between groups. Consider ways to regulate traffic flow using stanchions and partitions. Incorporate easy-to-clean surfaces. Smooth tabletops and vinyl seating are examples of surfaces that wipe down easily. Have ready access to sanitizer at consistent locations. Bottles on tabletops are also a good idea. Lastly, this highly trafficked area should be frequently cleaned between use. Consider rules for students to clean their own areas before they leave. Also, consider a deep cleaning of this shared space at the end of each school day. Now, let's focus on specific products and how they promote social distancing and increased hygiene. Vinyl and antimicrobial seating options offer comfortable surfaces that are easy to clean. Antimicrobial fabric inhibits the growth of bacteria and viruses. Vinyl coverings wipe down easily. An array of seating options can furnish many different school areas. Stanchions can play a big role in your social distancing efforts. They specify traffic routes in common spaces, like drop-off areas, entry points, hallways, and cafeterias. They can create sections that limit the number of people within a larger space. They can further regulate traffic by creating stopping points for class rotations or other timed activities. Single lines are common, but double lines are also available to make your lines more difficult for students to duck under. Dividers create protective barriers between sections. Tabletop dividers disrupt the spread of respiratory particles. Clear dividers allow students to interact across the buffer. Tall portable partitions create sections between groups. Clear dividers are great for spaces where you want to share content with the entire class and promote a shared experience. Opaque dividers are useful when you want to reduce distractions for people in different sections. Glass, porcelain, or vinyl dividers wipe down more easily than many fabric dividers. Glass and porcelain dividers also let people write or draw out their thoughts. Sanitizing equipment and supplies must be readily available, and access needs to be regulated. Mobile sanitizing carts can be wheeled wherever they are needed. Freestanding sanitizing stations provide a consistent location. Teachers can assign certain students to certain stations. Individual squirt bottles are great for immediate sanitizing at your desk, when entering a bus, when entering the school building, or when rotating between classes. UV disinfection lights let schools sanitize with the same shortwave radiation that hospitals have used for years to eliminate microorganisms from surfaces. UV wands are great for common touch points like railings, handles, and push plates. UV storage cabinets are great for shared items like devices and goggles. Personal protective equipment form the front line of defense for disease prevention. Masks defend the nose and the mouth while protecting others from respiratory particles. Face shields offer another layer of protection over the entire face while allowing for good airflow. Goggles serve as very good eye protection during lab work. Gloves need to be frequently changed so germs from touch points don't make it to portals of entry in the first place. Infrared temperature devices monitor health without the need to expose the mouth and nose. We hope this video helps you as you consider how to adapt your learning areas. For even more information, please click the paper titled Implementing Effective Social Distancing and Hygiene Practices in School Buildings. This paper includes an expanded summary of relevant CDC guidelines, current back-to-school practices from around the world, and a fuller list of concepts for adapting other school areas. We constantly update our products and solutions to help with your health and safety needs. If you want to talk through any ideas you have, please contact one of our consultants. We're happy to help. Thanks for watching.